What if I told you there's a nation no bigger than South Carolina, yet it holds the keys to one of the greatest trade routes in human history? A place where oceans collide, empires have crumbled, and a single postcard rewrote the fate of an entire people. Welcome to Panama, where women once held the power to decide when their husbands could leave the house, where a wedding isn't just a celebration. It's a spectacle of royalty, oxen-led parades, ancestral drums, and streets that dance till dawn. Here, rainforests whisper secrets older than time, and glass towers pierce the clouds, defying the jungle beneath. Panama is a paradox, modern yet ancient, small yet mighty, tropical yet urban, calm yet chaotic. This is not just a country. It's a living, breathing crossroads of continents, cultures, power, and legend. And once you step in, nothing will look the same again. This is Panama like you've never imagined. Number 13. Weddings on ox carts and Panama's most handsome ox. Now, imagine a wedding where the groom arrives on horseback, the bride rides in a hand-painted ox cart, and the entire town turns out for a parade. Welcome to El Festival del Manito, held every October in the town of Oku. This isn't a tourist attraction, it's a proud reenactment of traditional rural weddings, complete with elaborate costumes and folklore. Brides wear hand-embroidered dresses and flower crowns, while grooms traditional campesino clothing and the classic sombrero pintao. The village comes alive with music, food, and laughter as decorated ox carts roll through the streets like royal chariots. But that's not the only ox-centered celebration. Head over to El Valle de Anton for the Festival del Toro Guapo. Yes, the festival of the handsome bull. Here, men compete not in strength or dance, but in mimicking oxen. They dress like oxen, stomp their feet, nod their heads, and strut to earn the title of Panama's most handsome ox. And the winner? He's treated like royalty, showered with gifts, paraded through town, and even given free drinks and hugs for an entire year. Number 12. A village built from 1 million plastic bottles. Imagine living inside a soda bottle. No, really. On the island of Bocas del Toro, there's a place called Plastic Bottle Village, a real community built almost entirely from trash. Founded by Canadian environmentalist Robert Bizot, this village uses over 1 million recycled plastic bottles to create homes, schools, museums, and even a full-sized castle complete with a lookout tower. And it's not just for show. These buildings are cooler than traditional homes, literally. Without using air conditioning, the plastic bottle walls maintain a temperature nearly 10 degrees Fahrenheit cooler than standard brick construction. That's because compressed plastic works as natural insulation. What's even more surreal, parts of the walls are transparent. You can faintly see logos, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, embedded into the structure, as if you're living inside a can with windows. The village also has an unforgettable exhibit called the Trash Confinement Room, a tiny cell packed with plastic bottles where you're briefly locked in to experience a claustrophobic vision of a polluted future. It asks, if you don't stop littering, is this what life will become? Visitors are guided through a green architecture tour where you can track the number of ocean-bound bottles that have been saved. It's not just recycling, it's reimagining how we build and how we live. Number 11. Life in Panama City. Panama City isn't just a capital, it's a collision of contrasts. It's the only city in the world where you can drive from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic in under an hour, and along the way, you'll pass through glittering glass skyscrapers, colonial cobblestone alleys, and tropical jungle. Yes, jungle. The Metropolitan Natural Park sits right in the middle of the city. a rainforest reserve where monkeys swing overhead and toucans flash across the skyline, just blocks from the twisted F&F Tower and five-star rooftop lounges. In the Old Quarter, Casco Viejo, you'll find pastel-colored balconies, antique churches, and flowered courtyards that echo with the sound of street musicians and the scent of hot empanadas. The people here reflect the fusion, too. You'll pass businessmen in sharp suits walking beside women in embroidered polera dresses. Friendly street vendors and grandmothers will call you mi cielo or mi amor, not as flirtation, but as part of the warm local culture. And when the sun sets, the city lights up. From sea view bars to salsa-filled plazas, Panama City hums with life, rhythm, and stories waiting to be told. Number 10. Cost of living and visa in Panama. For many foreigners, especially Americans, living in Panama feels like Florida, but at a fraction of the price. In 2025, a fully furnished, modern one-bedroom apartment in a safe neighborhood of Panama City or Boquete rents for just $550 to $850 USD per month. Utilities? Around $70 to $100. And you'll get fast internet for under $35. Fresh produce from local markets means cooking at home costs only $150 to $200 a month. Eating out? A satisfying local meal is just $3 to $7. Public transport is ultra affordable. Bus and metro rides start at 35 cents, and most taxi rides are under $6. That brings the total monthly cost of living to $1,400 for one person, around $60–65 less than in the US or Western Europe. What draws many here is the pensionado visa. If you have a monthly pension of $1,000 or more, you're eligible for permanent residency with a long list of benefits, discounts on healthcare, domestic flights, hotels, restaurants, and even utility bills. Number 9. Unique festivals only in Panama. There's no party like a Panamanian party. During festival season, Panama transforms into a living, breathing celebration. From sleepy mountain villages to coastal cities bursting with color, the entire country erupts into dance, music, and ritual, offering some of the most unique festivals in the world. The crown jewel? Carnaval de las Tablas, Central America's largest masquerade event, often called a miniature Rio. For a full week, the rival neighborhoods of Calle Arriba and Calle Abajo battle it out with elaborate floats, fiery dances, and endless performances. Over 200,000 people gather in the small town, nearly doubling its population overnight. Meanwhile, in Panama City, the streets pulse with over 1 million revelers, where music meets madness in the famous Carnaval del Agua, the water carnival. Picture this: water trucks spraying people from dawn till dusk, locals armed with water guns and buckets, portable showers in the streets, and everyone from toddlers to grandmothers drenched and dancing. For 1 week, the city becomes a splash zone where all barriers dissolve in music and laughter. Number 8. Guna Yala, home of the world's most unique matriarchal tribe. Now imagine stepping into a sovereign nation within Panama, a place with its own government, laws, language, and over 365 islands scattered across the Caribbean Sea. Welcome to Guna Yala, home of the Guna people, one of the most fascinating matriarchal societies on Earth. Here, women are the center of the universe, quite literally. In Guna culture, men are considered temporary guests in the family until fully accepted. When a man wants to marry, he doesn't bring gifts or propose with a ring. Instead, he's invited to sleep in his future wife's home for 3 consecutive nights. Only then is he considered a member of the family. He doesn't just join the family, he joins her lineage. Often, he'll even adopt his mother-in-law's surname, living under her roof and embracing the new clan's identity. But Guna marriage isn't just symbolic. It's a living agreement. And if a husband disrespects the home or his wife, she has the cultural right to ask him to leave. His penance? A swim. He must literally swim off the island and return only after reflection and repentance, an act both humbling and symbolic. Number 7. Diablo Rojos, the wildest ride in Panama. Forget your typical city bus. In Panama, public transport turns into rolling street art, mobile dance party, and adrenaline ride, all at once. Welcome to the world of Diablo Rojos, literally red devils. These wildly decorated buses are unlike anything you'll see anywhere else on Earth. Originally retired American school buses, they've been reincarnated by Panamanian drivers into loud, proud, colorful beasts, painted with saints, celebrities, cartoon characters, and sometimes even Shakira herself. Neon lights flash across the bumpers, reggaeton or salsa music blasts from oversized speakers, and passengers climb aboard for a ride that feels more like a party than a commute. But be warned, this is no gentle cruise. Diablo Rojo drivers are famous for their fast, aggressive, borderline cinematic driving style, weaving through Panama City traffic like stunt drivers in an action film. Number 6. Geisha coffee, the most expensive in the world. In the mist-covered highlands of Boquete, there's a crop so rare, so exquisite, it sells for more than gold. This is Geisha coffee, Panama's liquid treasure. With notes of jasmine, citrus, orchids, and honey, Geisha isn't your average cup of joe. It's often described as a cross between fine tea and floral perfume, and it holds the title of the most expensive coffee in the world, with some beans selling for over $2,500 per pound at international auctions. Every year, coffee connoisseurs from Japan, the US, and Europe fly to Panama to get their hands on just a few ounces. But Panamanians don't just see it as an export. Here, coffee is culture, a morning ritual taken seriously by everyone from farmers to executives. No cream, no sugar, just bold, rich flavor enjoyed slowly, respectfully. Number 5. The Pensionado Retirement Visa, Panama's golden invitation. Imagine retiring in paradise, beaches, rainforests, good coffee, and your money stretches twice as far. Panama makes it more than a dream. It offers the Pensionado Visa, one of the most generous retirement policies in the world. All you need is proof of a monthly income of $1,000, equivalent to renting a garage in San Francisco, and you can enjoy permanent residency plus a lifetime of perks. This isn't just a visa, it's a golden discount card. With it, you'll get 25% off restaurant bills, 50% off movies and concerts, 30% off flights, and tax exemptions on importing a car or household items up to $10,000. Number 4. The man who swam the Panama Canal. The Panama Canal, one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. A feat of engineering so massive that container ships pay up to $400,000 just to cross it. But in 1928, an American named Richard Halliburton did the unthinkable. He swam across the entire Panama Canal for just 36 cents. A writer, adventurer, and master of the dramatic, Halliburton submitted an unusual request to canal authorities. He asked to be registered as a ship. At 140 pounds, he was weighed like cargo and charged the official rate per ton, 36 cents. His journey took 10 days, swimming 5 to 6 miles daily, resting on a small support boat each night. No goggles, no wetsuit, just shark oil slathered on his skin to prevent sunburn and ward off predators. While cargo vessels the size of skyscrapers moved through giant locks, Halliburton paddled alongside, barefoot, solo, and smiling. Number 3. Bocas del Toro, the floating village of the Caribbean. Off Panama's northern coast lies a place where houses float, monkeys howl, and the sea is your backyard. Welcome to Bocas del Toro, a dazzling Caribbean archipelago made of overwater bungalows, lush jungles, and laid-back island life. Its beating heart is Isla Colón, home to Bocas Town, often called the Mini Caribbean for its mix of Afro-Caribbean culture, modern amenities, and untouched natural beauty. Here, you can wake up in a wooden cabin built on stilts, roll out of bed, and dive straight into crystal-clear water, surrounded by fish swimming beneath your living room. And nature gets loud, in the best way. Howler monkeys announce the sunrise like living alarm clocks, and if you're lucky, you might spot the bright red Bocas crab climbing palm trees up to 16 feet high just to steal coconuts. Bocas del Toro isn't just a pretty face, it's deeply rooted in ecotourism and sustainability. Solar-powered lodges, coral restoration efforts, and plastic-free initiatives are standard here. Number 2. Panama, where you can see two oceans at once. How many countries let you watch the sunrise over one ocean and set over another on the same day? Panama does. At the summit of Volcán Barú, Panama's highest point at 11,400 feet, you can witness one of Earth's rarest views. On a clear morning, the Pacific Ocean gleams to the west and the Atlantic shimmers to the east. Two mighty bodies of water, one horizon. This narrow stretch of land is packed with wonders. Just east lies the San Blas Islands, home to the Guna people and their 365-island nation, one for every day of the year. Many are uninhabited, untouched, and utterly surreal, making it a paradise for island hoppers and drone photographers alike. And just 40 minutes outside Panama City lies Soberania National Park, a real-life jungle teeming with over 500 bird species, monkeys, sloths, and even jaguars. It's one of the most accessible yet biodiverse regions in Central America, a haven for nature lovers, researchers, and explorers. Number 1. The most distinctive cuisine in Panama. No journey is complete without tasting the soul of a country, and Panama serves it up hot, hearty, and unforgettable. Start with sancocho, Panama's national dish. A light yet deeply flavorful chicken soup made with yuca, culantro, and local spices. It's a comfort meal for weddings, funerals, and everyday life, served with white rice and rich in tradition. Then there's arroz con pollo, a golden rice dish infused with turmeric, shredded chicken, bell peppers, and dill. Imagine fried rice meets Latin fiesta, warm, bold, and satisfying. By the coast, locals devour corvina frita, crispy whole fried white fish paired with patacones, smashed, twice-fried green plantains, and a splash of lime. Simple? Yes, but the texture and taste combination is pure coastal perfection. From floating villages and hidden matriarchies to two oceans and a 36-cent swim across a global trade route, Panama is small in size but massive in wonder. We've uncovered 15 incredible facts about this Central American gem, but the real magic happens when you see it for yourself. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next adventure.